when near a village. This was told by the master while at Jetavana monastery, about a lay disciple who was skilled in the knowledge of fruits. It appears that a certain official of Shravasti city had invited the brotherhood, monk's order, with the Buddha at their head, and had seated them in his garden, where they were fed with rice porridge and cakes. Afterwards he asked his gardener to go round with the brethren, monks, and give mangoes and other kinds of fruits to their reverences. In obedience to orders, the man walked about the grounds with the brethren, and could tell by a single glance up at the tree what fruit was green, what nearly ripe, and what quite ripe, and so on. And what he said was always found true. So the brethren came to the Buddha and mentioned how expert the gardener was, and how, while himself standing on the ground, he could accurately tell the condition of the hanging fruit. "Brethren," said the master, "this gardener is not the only one who has had knowledge of fruits. A like knowledge was shown by the wise and good of former days also." And so saying, he told this story of the past. Once upon a time when Brahmadatta was reigning in Benares, the Bodhisattva was born a merchant. When he grew up, and was trading with 500 wagons, he came one day to where the road led through a great forest. Halting at the outskirts, he mustered the caravan and addressed them thus: "Poison trees grow in this forest. Take note that you taste no unfamiliar leaf, flower, or fruit without first consulting me." All promised to take every care, and the journey into the forest began. Now just within the forest border stands a village, and just outside that village grows a what fruit tree. The what fruit tree exactly resembles a mango alike in trunk, branch, leaf, flower, and fruit. And not only in outward resemblance, but also in taste and smell, the fruit ripe or unripe mimics the mango. If eaten, it is a deadly poison, and causes instant death. Now some greedy fellows, who went on ahead of the caravan, came to this tree and, taking it to be a mango, ate of its fruit. But others said, "Let us ask our leader before we eat," and they accordingly halted by the tree, fruit in hand, till he came up. Perceiving that it was no mango, he said, "This mango is a what fruit tree, don't touch its fruit." Having stopped them from eating, the Bodhisattva turned his attention to those who had already eaten. First he dosed them with a vomiting agent, and then he gave them the 4 sweet foods to eat, so that in the end they recovered. Now on former occasions caravans had halted beneath this same tree, and had died from eating the poisonous fruit which they mistook for mangoes. On the next day the villagers would come, and seeing them lying there dead, would throw them by the heels into a secret place, departing with all the belongings of the caravan, wagons and all. And on the day 2 of our story these villagers failed not to hurry at daybreak to the tree for their expected spoils. "The oxen must be ours," said some. "And we'll have the wagons," said others, while others again claimed the wares as their share. But when they came breathless to the tree, there was the whole caravan alive and well. "How came you to know this was not a mango tree?" demanded the disappointed villagers. "We didn't know," said they of the caravan, "it was our leader who knew." So the villagers came to the Bodhisattva and said, "Man of wisdom, what did you do to find out this tree was not a mango?" "2 things told me," replied the Bodhisattva, and he repeated this stanza: "When near a village grows a tree not hard to climb, it is plain to me, nor need I further proof to know, no wholesome fruit on that can grow." And having taught the truth to the assembled people, he finished his journey in safety. Thus, brethren, said the master, in past days the wise and good were experts in fruit. His lesson ended, he explained the relation and identified the birth by saying, "The Buddha's followers were then the people of the caravan, and I myself was the caravan leader." If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content that inspires and uplifts. And remember, these stories are meant to be shared, because wisdom grows when it's passed on.